Like, share, subscribe. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. And don't y'all forget to subscribe to the podcast show. Link will be pinned in the top of the chat.
Just name the channel who can bang with us. I'll prove that you are smoking dust. GGD Media is top notch in this game, y'all. You failures only have your self to blame, y'all. Cricket TV and a weapons make you suckers cry. Why don't you close your channel, crawl into a hole and die? Shout out to those who love our movement, no, we'll never flop. Until you get your mouth off LGBT. We are the underground outfit, y'all. We built this whole thing by ourselves, look in y'all. Independence start with self-preservation. If you can't take care of self, then how can you build a nation, y'all? Yup, we got that merch for the ladies and yes, we even got that merch for the babies and we got appliances and everything that you will need. We got some banging songs that make anemic haters bleed.
All right, you guys. Y'all press 1 if y'all can hear me in the comments, man. Tap in and press 1 if you guys can hear me in the comment section, man. Got a mic check going on real quick. Salute to everybody that's in the building. Y'all can hear me? All right, man. If y'all have not subscribed, make sure that you guys subscribe right now. It's going down, y'all. Make sure that you guys subscribe right now. After you hit the subscribe button, ring that notification bell. After you hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell. And so that you guys will get the updates and then hit all. That way you guys get all the updates. So, got some breaking news for y'all, man. As Diddy is fighting back. Diddy has now filed a lawsuit, a major lawsuit against lawyer Ariel Mitchell Kidd. If you guys don't remember, Ariel Mitchell Kidd is the lawyer that came out and said that she's been trying to sue Diddy for, she's been trying to, expose Diddy for a minute. She has client. I think her client is the one that came forward in the documentary and also filed a lawsuit against Diddy, claiming that he, essayed her with a remote control over the whole Tupac situation. There is a entire interview with that client that was done on the news station. Also, Ariel Mitchell Kidd was representing Courtney Burgess. Now, Courtney Burgess was the man who came out with allegations that he had USB flash drives. Now, in that interview he did on Michael Cox's channel, he came out with stark accusations that he claimed he had flash drives with P. Diddy on it, with multiple unders, people who weren't of age on there, and salacious activity, and also other celebrities. He named one of them. He named was Kevin Hart. Right. It was funny to me that Kevin Hart and those guys didn't sue this guy. And I thought about it. I was like, why didn't Kevin Hart usually sue somebody? They say his name and he ain't, you know what I'm saying? But now it's Diddy who's suing in this situation. Now, let me give y'all the story of what's going on, and then I'm gonna tell y'all why and what happened what led up to this. Now, Diddy, according to TMZ reports, is going after a grand jury witness and a lawyer he claims have been spreading lies about him, accusing them of fabricating stories of media attention. Now it says that Diddy is suing Courtney Burgess, a man who appeared as a witness for the grand jury, and Ariel Mitchell, his lawyer, for spreading what he says are outlandish lies, or outlandish claims, and baseless speculation to feed the public's desire for quote unquote wild lies. Diddy fired back at some specific claims in the lawsuit, calling out Courtney Burgess, for alleging that he possesses video of Diddy essaying other celebrities and unders. It says that Diddy insists that no such tapes exist, and that Burgess and Ariel Mitchell Kidd are simply telling blatant falsehoods or making recklessly false statements. Now, Diddy's also, according to the reports, firing back at Courtney Burgess's claim that he received Kim Porter's memoir directly from her, saying that those closest to Kim Porter, like her children and her roommate for more than 20 years, have never even heard of this guy. It says, now, as we told you, Diddy's children previously sent a cease and desist warning to Courtney Burgess about releasing Kim Porter's book. Diddy is suing Burgess's Ariel Mitchell Kidd and the company behind News Nation. That's who did the interview, for defamation, and is asking for at least $50 million in the lawsuit. Now, they reached out to Ariel Mitchell Kidd, who told TMZ this is just a pathetic ploy to silence victims and people who stand up for victims. Diddy has time to sue, but refuses to accept service for lawsuits already filed against him. I look forward to countersuing and ensuring the court punishes not only Diddy, but also his lawyers who filed this pathetic lawsuit for this frivolous and meritless filing. Now, again, the lady, Ariel Mitchell Kidd, she is representing, and Diddy's fighting back now. He's fighting back. He's suing for $50-something million. So you can't say, hey, man, we said this other day. We said, hey, man, why Diddy came out, filed a lawsuit. So we got to say that. Now, for you guys who don't know what is actually going on, let's remind you guys of what got, Courtney Burgess's here. Now, Courtney Burgess's, he did an interview. Now, the interview he did on, Matthew Cox's channel, he basically told Matthew Cox, that I'm going to tell y'all what he said. As a matter of fact, I ain't going to tell you what he said. I'm going to play what he said so you guys can hear what he said on that interview. Now, let's get into it right here. Get into it right here.
So it was I say there's probably like 8 to 7 different videos and more words written to it. You understand? It was more like a diary that was going to be turned into a book at first. And it's talked about her nose being broken, that he hated her, and he was messing with young boys. Talked about how he tore Usher ass up.
When you looked at the flash drives, who were the two? I know we spoke before. You said there were two young artists. Mm-hmm. One was Usher.
I want to say this. Here's the thing I want to say right here, right? And this is the question that I'm going to ask everybody that's listening to this video. Because, look, Diddy is fighting for himself. He's taking up for himself right now. And he has to fight for himself, the situation that he is in. Because if he doesn't, man, it is going to get worse than what it is right now. And I don't think Diddy wants it to get no worse than what it is right now. But first of all, I want to ask this question. This is a very pertinent question that was put out there. And I thought that this question was a great question that came to my mind. When Courtney Burgess first came out with those allegations. Now, I want y'all to listen to what I'm saying. I need everybody to smash the like button, share, and subscribe. I want y'all to listen to what I'm saying. The reason why a lot of people, and we still don't know about those flash drives yet. They said that they gave them to the feds. We don't know. Because that's probably may come up in a superseding indictment if it's true. Right? Let me say this to y'all. Now, notice one thing. Why hasn't Usher came out and sued? Why didn't Justin Bieber come out and sue? Why didn't Kevin Hart come out and sue? Kevin Hart sues like anything. Kevin Hart will sue you in a minute if you say something about him. Why didn't Kevin Hart come out and sue? Why didn't Jaden Smith come out and sue? This is the question I got to ask. Why did all these people he claimed that was getting done dirty in these videos, why didn't any of them sue for defamation? Now, I'm going to let you hear what he said. Right? But that's the question. I need to ask y'all this question. Why didn't any of those guys file a lawsuit? That's the only question I have that made me think like, damn, dog, ain't nobody filed a lawsuit against this dude saying he capping? Nobody. The whole time. Nobody. Let's see. And now here's the thing. Now this lawsuit goes to court. Now they're gonna have to prove that Courtney Burgess don't have those, and that all the cap is gonna have to come to the forefront, because now Courtney Burgess may have to present evidence that he presented those tapes and what he said that was in those tapes to the grand jury, like he said he did. Now this is gonna get done. I kind of want to see this case go to court, because I want to. Well, it's gonna be too late, because that's gonna be, if it happens, it's gonna go to court later after a civil trial. So we're gonna find out anyways. But I just want to see, and we're gonna find out, maybe or maybe not, if Courtney Burgess was telling the truth or telling a lie. But it made me think that he said all those celebrity names, and none of them filed a lawsuit. None of them said defamation in a lawsuit. None of them sued him for slander. Now, listen to this.
When you looked at the flash drives, who were the two? I know we spoke before. You said there were two young artists. Mm-hmm. One was Usher. Who was the other one?
One was Usher, and I believe the other one was definitely somebody's son. It was definitely somebody's.
Okay, it wasn't before we talked. You said it was Justin Bieber.
Yeah, I thought it was him too as well. It was Justin Bieber and
anybody else?
Will Smith's son too. Will Smith's son too. I ain't holding no punches. Yeah, it was Will Smith's son too.
And there were some young women.
It was females. I'm not good with everybody's name in the music business, because I only list for several different artists. But it was J-Lo. It was in there. It was the young lady that sued him. I can't remember her name.
All right, Cassidy.
I can't really tell how it's made, because you got to really draw it in. It seemed like the camera was up in the light on the shoot from a corner. There was some in the bathroom. It showed that how they set Kevin Hart up. But see,
what do you mean set Kevin Hart up?
Oh, somebody came and gave it. That was the newest one. I'm mixing them up. The newest one I got was like when Kevin Hart was in the
Now let me stop that right there. Why didn't J-Lo sue? Why J-Lo is very, very, very protective about her image. Why didn't J-Lo sue this guy when he came out with those allegations? Why didn't any of these people? See, this is the one question I want to ask. Now, Diddy is suing now. So we got, out of all those people, Diddy is suing. But why didn't any of those other people file a lawsuit and get this dude up out of here for slander? Why? Why didn't any of those people, if they know for sure they wasn't at them Diddy parties or Diddy events and none of these salacious things went down? Because I'm going to tell you something. If you said something about me and it was salacious and you said I did this and that's a lie and I didn't do any of that, there ain't no way in hell I'm going to let you put that on my name. That's not going to happen. Right? So out of all the people he named, the only person that's suing is Diddy now? None of those other people who are all rich. This man made salacious allegations that he has on tape. Or is it that people are afraid that if it has to go to court, information might come out that could destroy them? So they'd rather just let that thing stay asleep and not touch it because of what would have to come out in discovery in court. And they don't want to have their names barked up in this situation again, because I would think that if somebody would come out and make those type of claims and said that he had those things on tape, I would think, ladies and gentlemen, that if you knew for a fact, without a shadow of a doubt, that this guy was lying, that this guy was capping, that this guy was full of you know what, I would think without a shadow of a doubt that any half of those people at least would have filed a lawsuit against Courtney Burgess. But the fact that nobody, until this point, until Diddy filed a lawsuit, is what made everybody think, what the hell is going on? This has to be something to this, is what people were thinking.
There was some in the bathroom. It showed that how they set Kevin Hart up. But see,
what do you mean set Kevin Hart up?
Oh, somebody came and gave us. That was the newest one. I'm mixing them up. The newest one I got was like when Kevin Hart was in the hosted his show, and they was in a bathroom, just him, and then a bodyguard came in there. Then he came out, and the girl bought him a drink. And he tasted, and it's like he tasted it, the second drink of the same glass. That's when he was coming combined. Like something was there. Then it showed him in the tub getting whacked. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I switched it.
When it showed Usher and Will Smith's son and Justin Bieber, I mean, were they underage at the time?
I tried to go by his tattoos for Justin Bieber age, but at the time it started from when he could have been 16 because he was real. He had all the tattoos on it. He had this little shaggy head doing the front. I forgot the bob, whatever the girls call it, hanging in front of his head. And Game handed him a bottle. Like there wasn't nobody who got the bottle. Game walks around Diddy, hand him the bottle, he drink it, and they like blew him down off his feet.
Now, let me stop right there. He also named the Game. I wonder why the Game didn't sue this guy. Somebody said something about me like that, but I'll have to say this. The one thing that he did say, he said about that situation with Justin Bieber, he actually showed that tape. That part he's talking about, there is a tape that is on YouTube, on social media, of Bieber on his knees, and he gets handed a bottle, and he's drinking, and he is on his knees, and he is drinking heavy. Now, Bieber has not, in that video, now, the way he described it, there isn't. Now, press 1 if y'all saw that video online. Somebody, I don't know who put that video online. Somebody did put that video online. If you saw that video, press 1 in the comment section. That video, I saw that video myself. I saw that video with my own 2 eyes. That video is on YouTube. Did y'all see that video? Somebody said 2? Nah. Everybody, a lot of people saying 1. I saw that video, y'all. That video set me back a little bit because I was like, damn, dog. I saw that video online. Somebody put that video on YouTube. That video is on YouTube. It's like that one video that he's talking about. Because that's not nothing that was, that video he said that he had, that video is on YouTube. Matter of fact, they played that video on one of the interviews he did. They actually played that clip on one of the interviews he did. They played that clip, right? Now, somebody said they didn't see it. Bieber was partying, just like he explained, and he was handed a bottle, and he was on his knees. I'm talking about getting drunk. Now, I saw that video. That video does exist. That video is online. Now, that video again, they showed the clip of that video during the actual interview, right? So that, I think that's why everybody was like, hold on, man. And then when they played that video, I was like, damn, dog. They really got that video. And he had gave the dude who he was interviewing with the video. He gave him the video. So the dude who played the video before the interview, apparently he said that Courtney had given him that video or sent him that video before the interview, that he could play that part. So they definitely put that part out there. That part is on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So that video, the way he described that, that's on there. Now the other videos he's talking about, he's describing videos that are basically illegal to be in possession of. And so we haven't seen it. Now he said he turned it over to the feds. So if that's true, the feds may have to get involved and say, yeah, we got those videos from him and he wasn't lying. Or, nah, he was capping. He never sent us any video like that. That was a pure lie. Now let's keep going.
Whatever the girls call it, hanging in front of his head, and Game handed him a bottle. Like there wasn't nobody who got the bottle. Game walks around Diddy, hand him the bottle, he drink it, and they like blew him down off his feet. So he could have been young back then. You know what I'm saying? You could say he wasn't 17. I don't know if he, you know what I'm saying, he didn't have taken too far out of Pampers. So, you know, what I mean by that, he definitely wasn't 17 or 18. I could say he was pushing 16 hard or early because how, you know, how he was dressed and how he was, you know, I could say probably about 16 or 15.
If that's the case, then and Usher was in those same videos, is it around the same time period?
Usher was in a video when he was definitely young, because I remember he came home, they talked about drinking the champagne. He had champagne. He talked about he was, he asked him in the video, was that Ed Lover for Hot 97? So you talking about Ed Lover back in Hot 97 when he was DJing, you take the time for that, Usher had to be like 16. Like he didn't even have a good beehive back then. He was definitely young. He was definitely young because he spoke, I heard him say in the video about, was that Ed Lover from Hot 97? They sit on the couch, could have been like a family room, or could have been in bedroom. You know, most people put like couches in their bedroom as well. Their room big enough, their master bedroom. But he definitely was underage.
Is Albie Shore on the video?
I didn't see Albie Shore directly into the video. I don't know who it was, but they said he walked in and he was giving me head, as they say, in the office. And he said, yo, he did that to him for money. So I think if you were seeing it, anybody else say, oh, he used it to enforce his rule of taking his son away from Kim.
Okay, so for those people that don't understand that, Kim Porter had a son with Albie Shore. She was married to him prior to being with Sean Combs. So he then used that
to break down
and blackmailed him.
I don't think it was more blackmail. It's to break him down. Like, this is the man you're supposed to be with. You know what I'm saying? And I can see it because if I lose, I'm a good loser. So if I lose my wife, and I'm not married today, if I lose my wife to any man, I'm not losing my kids to any man. I don't care how much money they got, how big their name is. I'm still going to be their father. You're not going to tell me take care, especially that young. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 sons of my own. So if you telling me that if my son come to me or his mother come to me and say, I want that guy to be his father, they both crazy. That's my breath. You know what I'm saying? You can have her because it's such thing as divorce. It's such thing as that. It's such thing as adoption. You want a son, go adopt your son. But looking at it from your eyes, and I'm not trying to put words in your mouth, you got kids, you're not going to let a man take your wife and your kids. You understand? And before us, kings didn't let you take their castle. No, mom take their queen and the kids. You understand? But that's modern day. That's in every textbook today. It's a thing of divorce. You understand? We fight over kids today. You know what I'm saying? Somebody says something to my sons, of course I'm fighting over. You know what I'm saying? So you're not going to just take my son away from me. I think he was more used as leverage. Some men think just because another man get them head or they hit the other man in the back, they not the same as that man. You understand? You gay if you watch a video of 2 men having sex. You understand? You gay if you hit that another man perform any type of act of today. I don't know why they don't come out and say it. You know why it's so undercover when you get married? It's like a picture ID today. You can walk around with your lover. So you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm thinking just in the industry at that time.
So that's what he said in that interview right there, right? About those flash that Diddy is upset about as well. And then, as I told you guys, you had Ariel Mitchell Kidd, who was going on News Nation, and she said these things on News Nation. Now, on News Nation, she had been on there a few times, cooking on Diddy in his situation.
Contacted by someone who wanted me to.
Now, you guys remember what she said the first time she went over on News Nation. This is Ariel Mitchell Kidd, the woman that Diddy is suing. These are some of the things she said about Diddy, the woman, so you guys can remember who she is.
I also was just recently contacted by someone who wanted me to essentially represent them in the sale of one of the Diddy tapes. So, which I declined that because...
Wait a minute. Say that again. Say that again. Back up. You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes.
Yes.
The shopping thing is...
Yes, there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood. But one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of and to contact the person who was in the video to see if they were interested in purchasing the video before it became a public knowledge.
I've heard this before. So like a catch and kill?
Catch and kill, correct.
Wow. Can you, and I guess you can't reveal the person who is on
No, I can't explain who the person was, but Mr.
High profile?
Mr. Combs was in the tape, and this other person is, I would venture to say, more high profile than Mr. Combs.
Really? Really? And you've seen it?
I've seen stills of the video.
Okay.
So
you can verify
that it exists, that it's real, that the other person in the video is very visible. It's no question if it's that person in the video, and I can tell the video is pornographic in nature.
Oh my! All right. So we know that he videotaped a lot of activities at his home, did he? And it sounds like there was probably a lot of hidden.
So let's stop right there. She said she has the stills. She's seen them. So if she's seen the stills, guess what? When Diddy says it doesn't exist. So she says she's going to file a counter lawsuit. When she files that counter lawsuit, she may have to put those stills in that counter lawsuit that she has to prove. And against this case, she may have to show those stills to prove that she wasn't lying with the things she said on News Nation, because Diddy's suing the people behind News Nation as well. And he's suing for $50 million. So she may have to come up and show those stills. And basically, that would probably expose the person who was in the video that she claims was being shopped around Hollywood.
Cameras as well. Is that what is being talked about?
Yes. This was actually in his Atlanta home, at a home he had in Atlanta at one point. And it does seem that the person isn't like looking into the video. So it's, to me, doesn't seem like that person knows they're being videotaped. It doesn't seem like they're active participant in the videotaping, like they're being surreptitiously recorded it.
All right. I wanted to ask you about the police report we talked about, but when your client came out, obviously the neighbor knew. Did she talk to her family? Did she talk to her friends? Did she have another lawyer? Let's go back to your client.
So at the time, she, as most rape victims.
So, yeah, right? That's some of the things she been saying about Diddy, right? Especially on News Nation, right? She's been on there a few times, going in on him. She said she's been going after him for a minute, right? Then Courtney Burgess was on there with her as well. So all of these things that came up at the time with, you know, her and Courtney Burgess, but Diddy didn't include, from what I'm seeing, I'm trying to get my hands on the lawsuit, but he didn't include the lawsuit of the girl who said that she did him with a remote. He hadn't included that. Now, I think that's because the girl's identity may be private, so I don't think, you know. Now, I will say this. Diddy did get a small win today in court. One of the accusers have been demanded to reveal their face, one of Diddy's accusers. So one of the accusers have to reveal their name against Diddy. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have to give their name. The judge ruled today that one of the accusers have to give their name in that case. You understand? And so, you know, Ariel Mitchell Kid's been saying that these tapes have been getting shopped on News Nation. And so now that's why Diddy is suing as well.
Do you know who it is? And I know that you can't tell us who it is for all the reasons, right? But as you know who it is, and as we're moving through this story, and it's starting to really feel like it's unraveling, and you feel bad for the person, and we don't even know who it is there anything more you can tell us about that part of it?
I really do feel bad about the person. Part of the reason that I did come and say something outside of just to protect my own safety, but I wanted to sound the alarm, essentially bring the dog whistle, if you will, to that person that maybe they should do something about this before it came out. So if we have a situation where that person does have the opportunity to purchase the video, if I were them, I would absolutely purchase the video.
Wow. Well, do you think this is going to surface publicly? I mean, are we getting close to that moment?
From what I'm hearing, I think so.
So, apparently that person may have bought that tape because that tape never came out to the public. So that person may have bought that tape. We don't know. But Diddy is suing because he claims that there are no tapes with him in it and that this is bogus what they're saying. So now this is going to be a sit-down. Diddy's defending himself, y'all. He defended himself. Now, out of all the people that they named, Diddy's the only one that has filed a lawsuit and defending himself right now. So, I mean, you have to put that out there that Diddy is denying these allegations and he is defending himself. You understand what I'm saying? And so, again, I'm just telling you guys, you have to put that out there that Diddy is suing. And so, you know what I'm saying? You got to put both sides out there. He's saying he's in it. Now, I know a lot of people ain't going to care about what he had to say. They're going to say, well, he said he didn't do nothing to Cassie, and then the tape came out. Yeah, but I'm still saying you have to report both sides of the story. As far as if he's going to file a lawsuit, we're going to report that too. You understand what I'm saying? So he's saying that these are all lies and that these tapes don't exist. So now the burden may have to be on Courtney Burgess if this case is not thrown out to prove that those tapes did exist or he indeed gave those tapes to the feds. Diddy could be using this lawsuit as a way to smoke out to find out how much they really have. And that might be a smart move by Diddy. And I'm going to tell you why. If Diddy is sitting in prison right now, jail right now, and he's thinking about the rest of his life, he may be thinking about, well, damn, how much do they really have? Because he knows they're working on a superseding indictment, but he doesn't know how much they really have. So this may be a way to smoke out some information and find out, do they really have something? Now, here's the thing. I think that if Diddy finds out they really have something, does he take a plea immediately and say, nah, I'm just going to plea out to whatever, you know what I'm saying? And boom, try and get a lesser charge or whatever. I don't know. But this could be a situation where Diddy is trying to find out what exactly do they have, if they have anything, or trying to call their bluff. You know what I'm saying? So I got all options open on this, but Diddy is defending himself, and he's saying that these things are not true, they're lies, and they're defaming his character. He's saying they're defaming his good name. So, I mean, he has a right to defend himself. You know what I'm saying? And straight up, you guys can let me know what y'all feel about this. Let me know what y'all think. Sean Combs has filed a major lawsuit. He's fighting back. He's the only one out of all them people they named that has been fighting back. They're all the people that Courtney Burgess' name. He's the only one that's filing a lawsuit and saying that it's not true, defamation. And so y'all let me know what y'all feel. Peace.
All right, you guys. So we appreciate everybody that popped in, supported this video. Make sure that you guys shop our merch. We got that new A-Weapons merchandise right there below this video. All you got to do is look below. The links will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well to get the merch, to donate, support the channel, and subscribe to our podcast show. You'll see all those links pinned at the top of the comment section of this video. And we appreciate everybody that supports this channel and our networks. Also, that straight drop weight loss formula. Go to the website. You guys will see that. A link for that will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well. Go right there for all of your weight loss needs. Straight drop weight loss formula. We have a lot of testimonials on the website. You can go to www.str-8-drop.com and get you some of the weight loss formula today. Take your weight loss serious. Get in the gym, work out, exercise, and do what you got to do to stay on point. We appreciate everybody that's been locked into this video. Again, all the links are pinned at the top of the comment section below. Salute to all of y'all. And again, we appreciate everybody who support what we doing over here.